What you got there, Murph? Anything good?
I got a lot of trouble.
Oh?
Yeah.
Why?
Because no one gave me a list of things that we're going to talk about tonight. I have no list. I have no idea. I got to glare my glasses. Terrible.
Well, you know, it's the lighting above us. You could kind of like dim the lights a little bit, you know. I think I just heard some thunder rumble upstairs. Those kitty cats must be at it again.
No, it's my microphone.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that didn't work. That didn't work. All right, I guess I can tip my glasses a little bit that way. Everybody like my Demon Slayer shirt?
Nice shirt, Murph. Nice shirt.
Mm-hmm. And I got some gummy bears left over from Virginia last
sure
weekend.
You're not sharing, are you?
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose.
I tried to take the pretzels for you, and you didn't want them.
Oh, so you're saying I didn't want something?
Yep.
You're funny.
Eat the pretzels on you. Hey, I got an idea.
What?
We could tell them about Virginia last weekend.
Oh.
Right?
The trip was so good.
We had some good weather, some bad weather.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got a check-in from Margaritaville at Sea Paradise.
Hello, Mr. Booze. Hope you're having a wonderful time.
Well, it's like paradise there. Mm-hmm. Hey,
what?
Didn't his wife have a birthday just recently?
She did.
How old is she now?
Still younger than me.
Yeah. All right, I adjust my glasses a little bit now. Okay. I have to look serious. Yeah. If I look serious, then I don't have to glare on my glasses. If I look funny, I have to glare on my glasses.
Oh, you're not funny at all.
It's funny. It's serious. Very serious.
You don't know how to be serious.
But I'm being serious.
You yelled at me about wearing a baseball cap tonight.
Yeah. Why have to wear the baseball cap?
I want to.
Oh.
So that the hair isn't in my eyes, so I can see what I'm doing.
Doesn't matter if you can see what you're doing.
You
still don't know what you're doing.
So
we had a business trip to visit one of my clients in Virginia.
We did.
Thursday afternoon, we left for Washington, D.C., where we spent Thursday night. Mm-hmm. Got to visit the Galleria Mall at Tyson's Corner in McLean, Virginia, and visit our favorite restaurant down there, Coastal Flats. And what did we eat? Do you remember?
Drunken ribeye. Of course I remember.
The drunken ribeye.
God. The drunken ribeye was
drunken ribeye is marinated in a pale ale.
Yes.
Probably for longer than a day.
Probably. But it was good.
That's to give it a little bit more flavor.
Yes.
And this was one serious piece of meat. Let me tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to walk the mall because we were so full. We had to walk it off, and we split the steak. We shared the steak. I ate half the steak. She ate half of the steak, and we were still very full after Coastal Flats.
Insane.
Did we have the key lime pie?
I don't think so.
I think it's a rule that if you eat the drunken ribeye, you're also required to eat the key lime pie. So there's that then. Mm-hmm. But got up early the next day, and our adventure began with a bang.
Bang!
At the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Listen.
Drive-thru at McDonald's.
This is going to be a very
was a problem.
No.
Why was it such a problem?
This is going to be a very highly debatable part of our podcast.
It was a very, 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 very problematic visit to the drive-thru at McDonald's.
No.
Oh.
So first of all, I'm going to try to stay as calm as I can with this, okay? So.
May I help you? What's your order, ma'am?
Shut up. Okay.
Would you like a value meal?
Glenn
You
was
want 2
trying to
value
place
meals?
an order, and Glenn could not hear the guy, and the guy could not hear Glenn. Glenn got so agitated.
He would have heard me choking him.
Please don't say that on live video. So Glenn got very upset. The guy was getting very upset. So I diffused the situation, and I went in and I got our breakfast meal, and I apologized to the girl for my husband screaming in the drive-thru at the guy.
Yeah. Like, do I have to come in there and order this in person?
I did.
Obviously, that's what had to be
You
done.
were not very patient. You, as an Irishman, and I'm sure I can speak from any Irishman, have zero patience.
I should be able to order 2 value meals in any language whatsoever, in any McDonald's whatsoever, and not have as hard a time as I had at the Impossible Drive-Thru. They should have a new label. They should put a sign out front and say, sorry, this is the Impossible Drive-Thru. It's not the double drive-thru. It's the Impossible Drive-Thru.
Excuse me.
I told you our day started off with a bang.
Answer my question and acknowledge me. Which ear are you deaf in?
You are racially biased, my
I
dear.
am not.
Okay?
Which ear are you deaf in?
And now you're switching your bias to
I'm
me.
not. Which ear are you deaf in?
The one that was facing the microphone.
Thank you very much. Enough said.
I can speak fine. I think you should ask the guy on the other end of the microphone which one of his ears he can't hear out of, because I guarantee he would say, both of them, sir. I can't hear out of any one of my freaking ears over here.
Okay, you need to
I can't hear you.
You need to stop yelling because you just knocked my inner monitor out of my ear.
Oh, that was my objective, is to give you a blowout.
Yeah. And Sue Ann Suppy said the same thing. She cannot hear. She can't hear anything. So
I can't hear anything.
Ignore her.
Please mute your microphone.
Shut up.
All right. So that was just leaving Washington, D.C. We're trying to get out of here, okay? And we're hungry. We ate like, what, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
We did.
And the next day, of course, you wake up, you want to get yourself an Egg McMuffin, you want to get yourself a hash brown, and we prefer a cold coffee over a hot coffee when we're at McDonald's, because if you get the hot coffee there, you can't drink it for 40 miles.
Sue Ann, turn your volume up if you can't hear us, because
she is busting your choppers.
She better be, because
yeah,
I'm about to call her out if I can hear her.
So yeah. I have raindrops all over my glasses because it was raining at the end of the night tonight.
Stop making excuses.
So let me use my shirt to clean them.
Sue Ann, if you're still having issues and you can't hear us, because I just did a check. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's wrong with your phone. Maybe you need to reboot your phone, but I can hear me just fine. No. Everybody over there on TikTok, if you're tuned in, comment down below that you can hear us just fine.
I can hear us just fine.
Shut up. Nobody asked you, meatbag. So
what happened after you left the drive-thru at McDonald's?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't remember?
No.
Oh, my God.
Hello, Bill Armstrong.
Well, as a matter of fact, after we started off with a bang at the worst McDonald's on the planet with the Impossible Drive-Thru, secured our food. Did you get me any ketchup? Did you get me any salt and pepper?
Yeah, I got you everything. I brought it out to you.
Good. Because I was going to yell at you, too.
No, you're not going to yell at me, too.
And we hit the road, 35 miles an hour speed limit.
Oh, my God.
Leaving Washington, D.C., we're heading for someplace that is like 2.5 hours away. And they got us on this 35-mile-an-hour road. All right. Now, let's go. And then it says, oh, there's a problem up ahead. We want to reroute you from the 35-mile-an-hour road so you can save more time.
Right.
All right, let's do that. 25-mile-an-hour speed limit now. 25 miles an hour. Up ahead is a sign that says, you know what the speed limit is up ahead? 15 miles per hour. So I'm trying to get out of Dodge City. I already got a little bad taste in my mouth from the impossible drive-thru at the impossible McDonald's in Washington, D.C. But my belly is full, and I reach for my coffee. They have a paper straw in my coffee. I'm already annoyed. The speed limit just went from 25 down to 15 abruptly. And the coffee, they got the order wrong. They gave me like 10 sugars in my coffee.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, I don't know if you ever saw the old Clint Eastwood movie. He is a he is a detective, and he goes and gets his coffee at the same restaurant every morning. The girl doesn't even ask him what his order is because he gets a black coffee. All right. Well, the one day, the girl gave Clint Eastwood the coffee with the 10 sugars in it. He walks out of the restaurant. Come to find out, this was her signal to him that they were getting robbed. So if you give me 10 sugars in my coffee, I might think that you were getting robbed because you screwed up so bad. You got my attention. Anyway, Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry, walked back into the restaurant and shot up all the bad guys, and that was a good thing. But here I am with my coffee with 10 sugars in it, and I drank some of it, and I was getting like queasy. So I decided I'm going to pop the lid off of the coffee, and I'm going to put some water in the cup down a little bit so it is not as sugary as it was before. And I tried to mix it with said paper straw. You know how that works? It didn't work.
It melted.
The straw melted when we put it in the cold coffee. Can you imagine? All right. This never happens with my plastic straws. But they have laws down there in Virginia or near the coast that we don't have here. You're not allowed to have a plastic straw there. And the paper straw, I tried to stir the coffee with the paper straw. Well, I got it all over me.
Oh, yeah, you did.
All right. So I get up early. I'm hungry. I go to the impossible drive-thru at the impossible McDonald's, and I get an impossible to use paper straw to stir my cold coffee with 10 sugars in it and water now down the highway that goes from 35 to 25 to 15. All right. Can you see the smoke coming from my ears right now? All right.
Water.
Lucia's like, are you okay? You need to calm down. It's like, I need a helicopter to come and get us and take us from point A to point B because I cannot handle this right now. I was absolutely going out of my mind. And, you know, the client that I was going to visit, his place is a solid 10 hours.
Oh, my God.
10 hours
My favorite part's
from Pennsylvania. Right? So, luckily, we're in the car that gets, 36 miles to a gallon of gas, which is great. And we made our way through the 10 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour speed limit roads, and we finally got down to a road that was 50 miles an hour. So we set the cruise control. We cruised from Maryland at that point into Virginia, and we're going along the coast, and we're seeing the sights and all of that, and the day was starting to shape up better. It still took us over 2.5 hours to get from our hotel in Washington down to
That was a nice hotel.
my client's office.
I like staying at the extended stay.
Extended Stay America has been good to us. Mostly all of them are like a studio apartment. They have a little kitchenette. They have some extra space. They have a little dining room or a TV room, and then they have the king size bed, which is in a separate room, which is cool. So if one person wants to go to sleep, one person wants to stay up and watch TV, you can do that. And I think they all have 2 TVs in them, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So you can watch something on one team, and somebody else can watch something on another if need be.
Yep.
The televisions these days are also good with our phones or whatever's on our phones to the television and take in the entertainment that way. But we got down to my client's office about 11:30 in the morning.
Something like that.
And we got into his office, and they closed for lunch. So they closed for lunch. The girl that was working the counter at the shop, she was off to Walmart to pick up some office supplies and stuff like that. and we were hanging out with my friend at his office. Took care of business, and he decides he's going to show us around the yard. So what he runs is a recycling center. He runs a salvage yard in the east coast of Virginia, the far east coast of Virginia. And I told Lucia when we were on our way there that she was going to love it when she got there because the junkyard dogs all loved her the last time we were there.
They weren't there.
No more junkyard
We got
dogs.
junkyard ducks.
We got junkyard geese.
I almost got attacked by a geese.
And the geese did not take a liking to Lucia. No,
nor you.
No.
You, that little mother.
I went over to talk to one, and I wish I had some food because it probably would have been a little more friendly if I had thrown her some breadcrumbs or something like that. But I didn't have any food.
Make sure you answer the questions.
So she yelled at me when I said I didn't have any food. No food.
Right. Make sure you answer the questions as people are asking you.
What part of Virginia? The Chesapeake Bay and its tributaries.
Those ducks, the girl hissed at him, and then it came after me, and I'm like, what did I do?
Technically, it's a Rappahannock River, which is a tributary.
But then we found old man Tom,
Chesapeake Bay.
who was
Tom
molting,
Turkey,
and he was sweating very badly.
Well, there's a boy and a girl, Geese.
Geese.
There's boy and girl Geese, and there's boy and girl Turkey, and these are the guard dogs of the recycling center.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we did show a picture of Uncle Tom Turkey, and he was molting, which means that he was losing all of his feathers, but that's only so he can get a nice set of feathers for Thanksgiving, I believe. Save the turtles. Now, I don't know if we were anywhere where they were nesting the turtles while we were there. I don't think that there was a lot of beaches to be had unless you made your own beach in the Chesapeake Bay. But after we were done doing our business and we got the tour of the yard, we made plans to get together for dinner on Friday night. And we went to check into the hotel.
The Tides Inn. The most expensive hotel I have ever stayed in my entire life.
It was a beautiful hotel right on the water. They had their own seaplane. They had their own yacht. They had their own little storybook boat. And they had other boats that you could rent or you could take out for the afternoon. Well, my friend owns a house over on the other side of the river.
That we saw by boat.
And after we were done at the swimming pool on Friday afternoon and had a nice lunch at the Raw Oyster Bar, the next day we waited for my friend to come and get us, and he took us out on his boat, and Lucia was scared at first. She was very, very frightened. But she overcame her fear, and I was very proud of her that she had overcome her fear. Got on the boat, went out with my buddy and his new girlfriend, and had a wonderful time on the water.
His girlfriend's great.
Went over to see his house, went over to see the Seafood Boil restaurant, Urbania Seafood Market. You hear me?
I heard you.
Come on, Sonny. You can come over and join the show.
He just ran upstairs. He's a scaredy cat.
Come back, scaredy cat. They don't like the thing that scares their rodents away.
Nope.
Unfortunately, we live in the country, and sometimes we do get field mice that try to seek shelter.
Yep.
And if they come in here, we have a thing that blasts their eardrums out, and they leave.
Yep.
And the cats don't appreciate it either, so they can hear it, so they kind of stay away from the downstairs anymore too, which is okay, because there's a couple of hiding places around here that I don't want to have to chase cats in and out of, you know?
Right.
All right. What the rest of the weekend entailed was on Saturday, before we got taken out on the boat, it was a little rainy in the morning and the cloud cover, and we went down to town to see if we could find A, some breakfast, and B, something to do until the weather cleared up. Looked on the Google for breakfast near me, and we came up with what was a little like bagel / coffee shop / deli, and we got there, and it was wall-to-wall people. It was like 18 people waiting in
Found this
line
great little place
for their
called
sandwiches.
Billy's.
And they really weren't waiting in line. They were like standing there waiting for their food to be delivered. And I was like, I really don't want to be a part of this. And it was a good thing that we did a 180 and walked out the door because we went to option number 2, which was Rocket Billy's,
So
which was a roadside stand that had breakfast sandwiches.
Yes.
We got over there and the woman was so nice, and she had another girl helping her, and the rain was in the air. They came out, they wiped the table for us, they brought us our coffees, they were done perfectly, and they made us a couple of sandwiches and hash browns just like at McDonald's, only better. But they made us steak and egg sandwiches on their brioche bun.
Was so good.
And these were the best steak and egg sandwiches I have ever eaten. And you know what? A lot of people will say this is the best thing I ever ate, and they're just like embellishing the story. These were the best steak and egg sandwiches we ever ate, and they were so good. If I had room, I probably would have eaten another one.
Yeah.
But they took very good care of us. They had a couple of customers coming in and out while we were there, even though it was raining. And she said it was a very popular place with the construction workers. So people working on the road, they would go to this roadside stand. And lunchtime, she said they used the same steak from the steak and egg bagels to make Philadelphia cheesesteaks.
Right.
And now that we've done with the first half of our trip to Virginia, we're going to have a little musical interlude from one of Lucia and I's favorite performers these days, Mr. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran was responsible for our wedding song, which was perfect, but Lucia is not playing that tonight. She's playing our second fiddle, Thinking Out Loud.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile off your cheeks? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard as 23. And I'm talking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Baby, just a touch of a hand. Maybe I still fall in love with you every single day. And I just want to tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Stop it. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, baby. We found love right where we are. Oops. When your legs don't run line, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. Honey, I so could never grow old to evergreen. Damn it. And baby, your smile forever in my mind and memory. People fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe all it's part of a plan. I'll still keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll Keep up. Baby, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, baby. We found love right where we are. We found love right where we are. We found love right where we are.
Wow, man.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
You did good.
Holy shit, it worked.
Right?
You don't want to know.
Well, I don't know what.
Well, first of all, I'm having a malfunction of the ears here.
Oh,
Thanks, Cliff. Piece of shit.
Quiff. Hey, don't yell at Quiff.
I just did. So, okay. So, I have been struggling trying to find a piano page turner, and I left it upstairs. So, of course, I didn't want to say anything to Mr. Murphy, and I started to panic, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm screwed. Well,
you're screwed.
Inside of this program that I use called Sheet Music something plus, or I don't know, I forget the name of it. It actually turns the pages for you. So I completely forgot about it. So I was like, oh, well, let's see if I can get this piece of shit to work. And it worked. So there you have it.
Let me see where you hit this button over here. What does this button do? Hey, look at that.
What button? What button? Oh.
That button.
You put yourself back on.
Yeah, I'm back on.
I
You were the star of the show for that part. Now I'm back.
have played 16 songs out of that new system. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Oh, what happened with the after breakfast time on Saturday in Virginia? We found a super cute museum.
Oh, yes, we did. The Steamboat Museum.
The Steamboat era
Yeah.
museum in Whitestone, Virginia, which is where we were staying, was a real treat.
Yes.
This was a cute little museum. They probably had a dozen parking spots out front and a little gift shop, and a piece of a giant steamboat was the center point of the museum.
Yes.
They went through the entire history of the museum, and this was a thing 150 years ago when the steam liner was introduced. They used to have regular service between Baltimore and Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah.
And they would stop along the way at all of these little spots that were coastal towns. They were dotted with amusement parks, a la Knoebels.
Right.
So Knoebels is there as long as it is. And if you were on one of these steamboats, you would have had an opportunity to just get dropped off at one of these places in between Baltimore and Norfolk. You could stay overnight. You could stay for the afternoon. You can get a boat back. You can get a boat on to the next destination. And this was pretty fantastic back then for people who were used to cobblestone streets, dirt roads, and no cars. They didn't have cars. When the cars did come about, they started to make better roads along the way, and you can get there by road after that, but it would take you all day. But this steamer, it would run on a regular schedule because it was on the water. It would arrive in time for the opening of the park. It would pick you up for the leaving at the end of the park, and they had dedicated the museum to that era in time. And they would show you all of the different kinds of vessels that were on the water. Yeah. They had ticket booths. They had menus. They had, you could take when they did have cars come about, you could put your car on the boat. You could take your car with you.
Yep.
And I thought that was absolutely fascinating. Yep. And like any other museum we went to, you get to exit through the gift shop. Now, got to the gift shop, and Lucia and I, we always buy two things when we go someplace new.
Keychains and magnets.
Keychain and magnet. Now, I've also delved into a lot of postcards lately, and I have books to be able to display my postcards now. Well, we got We got keychain, we got magnet, we got postcards, and the total price for everything was $12.48, including the tax for what we had bought there. And I remarked to the gentleman behind the counter that last month we were in Norway on a cruise ship, and we stopped into some of the ports there, and a single keychain by itself was more money than $12.48 American when we got there. So we were really happy to have a beautiful, cute little museum, a nice gift shop to end it with, and a fascinating backstory to everything that was inside there. And if you looked at Google and said, "What is there to do in Whitestone, Virginia?" this one will be on the top of the list. And then right under it would be Cooter Billy's. What is it? Rocket Billy's.
Yep.
We'd have Rocket Billy's would be the second place in line. Wonderful stay down there, and all the way down we kept seeing billboards. What kind of billboards did you see on the way down to Virginia, Lucia?
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is in Virginia. Now on our way home, we decided that we were going to go out of the way by about an hour, just so that we can visit Buc-ee's. And we got there, and it was a
disaster.
It was a life-changing experience. Let's put it that way. We got into this convenience store that is like 100 times. Let's just say it was like Sugarman's. Okay, if you know what Sugarman's is in the Northeast PA Valley from 40 years ago, all right, that's what they had at the roadside. But it was Sugarman's with 80 gas pumps outside. And all 80 gas pumps had a giant dual-wheel pickup truck pulling the biggest camper you ever saw, and every one of them was gassing up at the pumps.
No.
We were able to get ourselves a decent parking spot, but to get out of there was a chore. Trying to get out of this parking lot after we were done was a chore, only because so many people were coming in. They kept coming in and kept coming in. Inside of Buc-ee's, you have what is a general store, an area with freshly made food. They have all kind of Buc-ee's souvenirs and sports memorabilia and stuff like that. And they have a whole section that has the whole wall was covered with beef jerky, and they couldn't put the beef jerky on the wall quickly enough, and people were emptying it off of the shelves.
Right.
They had for the fixins for you to have something to eat. They had what was called a sausage roll. They had chicken and fries. They had
no chicken and fries when we were there.
They had pulled pork sandwiches. Well, there was a line 18 people deep to get your hands on an order of chicken fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what did we opt for? Instead of the chicken fries, we picked up some
steak and cheese burrito.
Some steak and cheese burrito and some other snackage. What did we get? Some cashew peanuts. We did get some beef jerky. We didn't get to eat there. We got some saltwater taffy for kids. We didn't get the magnet and the keychain.
That's my mom's food truck. She told me about your channel. Rocket Billy's.
No
hey!
shit. Rocket Billy's is in the
house.
Thank you for tuning in, Rocket Billy's. And thank you for serving us the best steak, egg, and cheese sandwich we have ever eaten. No word of a lie.
All right.
Hand on the cross. Mm-hmm.
Big hearts, girlfriend. We love your mom.
That's right.
She's awesome.
She took very good care of us, and because of her, we can't wait to come back again.
Yes.
And in the meantime, we're going to send all of our friends there.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that was our stop at Buc-ee's. We dropped about $85 on stuff we didn't need. We ate the steak and cheese burrito in the parking lot. And my only complaint about the steak and cheese burrito is they used a tortilla about this big to make the steak and cheese burrito. So they put like 2 tablespoons of steak on the inside of the burrito, and they wrapped it up in a tortilla that was this big, and they made it into what looked like something, but it really wasn't something.
Right.
So we were a little disappointed with that. It was enough food, though, to hold us over until we got back to Pennsylvania and got to our favorite stomping ground here in Tafton. And where else do you live? Holly?
Yeah.
Wilsonville, if you know what that is. Wilsonville is actually the city at the bottom of the lake, Lake Wallenpaupack.
No, your mama's awesome, Bree. Your mama is good.
Mm-hmm.
Not Bree. Bad Gam. Your mama is the shit tits, okay?
Hey. This is a family show.
No. It's a family show for the first 5 minutes so I don't get canceled. But after that, it's no holds barred. It's the clean way.
It's very comforting to know that the people that the people there are so friendly and they took such good care of us.
Yes. Unlike other places.
Oh, I should tell them that other little anecdote along the way. Do you remember
No.
when we left my client's office and we went to the hotel? We saw a woman who was in distress.
Oh yeah.
The woman, she dumped her Jazzy scooter
Yep.
in her own driveway when she went out to pick up the mail. And Lucia and I were driving by and we saw her laying in the driveway, and we turned the car around and we went back and we helped to get her with another couple stopped to help too.
Yeah.
And between the four of us, we were able to upright her scooter, get her back on her scooter, and get her back to her house. She was already on the phone with her son, who lived an hour away, that was going to come and save her. But
Yeah.
we ended up getting her taken care of. Well, you know what? We went to supper on Friday night, and my friend said, I heard you had a little run-in with somebody on the highway.
Word around town goes quick.
Word travels very quickly around there.
That's how it is up here in our little town too.
And it was probably 25 miles in between the two places, and halfway between my client's office and the hotel we were staying at is where we ran across the woman that was having distress in her driveway. Well, his worker who had run to Walmart, we told you that earlier, he closed for lunch. She ran to Walmart. She was on her way back. No, she saw us on the way back,
that's right,
helping the woman in the driveway. And she knew our license plate because we have a personal license plate.
Autobahn.
So she got back to work and she told him, she said, you know, those folks from Pennsylvania stopped to help that lady in her driveway down there. And my friend told us about it at supper time without us even telling him what had happened. But I thought it was a nice story.
The food at that little place was cool. That was cool.
The Oaks was the name of the restaurant, and they cooked everything on a fiery grill. We had a nice appetizer, right?
Yeah.
What was our appetizer?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
But then we had pork chops and we had chicken, and my buddy had his chicken with barbecue sauce. So the Oaks was nice, but the Oaks was one of those places that everybody comes to eat there between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So after 7 o'clock, when everybody had already eaten, it was over. The dinner rush was done. Between 6 and 7, the place was wall-to-wall people, but after 7 o'clock, people filled their bellies and they left. They were gone. All right, so that's enough about Virginia. That was the other thing that I had wanted to mention. And we got back to Holly,
Work.
Wilsonville, Tafton.
Boring.
Took in our favorite local restaurant and scored up some lunch for the week. Right? And went back to work on Monday. Half a Tuesday.
I went to New York City to see the #1 great American band of all time.
They're Canadian.
I don't care what they are. I got to tell you, 51 years old, I have never, ever, 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 ever been to a Rush concert in my life.
We got to see Rush at Madison Square Garden.
I did not move. I didn't take a pee break or a shit break. I just sat there.
Family show.
Shut up. Nobody cares about your crap. Let me tell you what. Geddy Lee at the age of 75-ish. Holy God. And his partner,
Alex.
But the star of the show was that drummer, Anika.
Annika Niles.
Holy God.
Mm-hmm.
And what was even better about this trip, we scored to the concert with the one and only Sean from Slippery When Wet, New Jersey, the cover band for Bon Jovi. That was cool.
Sean picked us up in New Jersey and drove us through the tunnel.
We got to go into the city for the first time by car to see what it's like for these cars. And you know what? I'll stick to the bus next time. Nothing against Sean, but I like the convenience of the bus in and out. I kind of missed that this time. But it was very nice that he came, and we tipped him for doing it. He did an excellent job.
Rush at Madison Square Garden. They played for 3 hours. They had one break.
I want to go see them again.
They took a break for 20 minutes in the middle of the show.
See them again?
They're there tomorrow night.
No, we're not going tomorrow.
Mm-mm.
No.
But they did a superb job. Most of the songs they played were from my favorite album, Moving Pictures, from back in 1979.
That's such a great album.
Mm-hmm. And Did all their encores. They played all of my favorite songs. They only played like one or two songs that I
Nothing
really
from
didn't
the
know.
90s.
No,
So do not. So if you're expecting show songs from the 90s,
No.
you're not going to get them.
the 70s, the 80s.
When did you buy
And-
the tickets? When did you buy the tickets?
I want to say January, February.
So you bought the tickets in January, and it
Mhm.
took you 7 months to turn me into a Rush fan. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I played a bunch of albums for you, so
I know. And guess what? I'm playing for you the next 20 days of your life.
Bon Jovi.
That's right.
Why though?
Because we're going to see him in Ireland.
You are. You didn't tell me that.
But we're going to talk about that in a minute. Now, wait. So after we saw Rush, the next day we got in the car. We went to Seaside Heights, New Jersey, the All-American Vacation. Couple things. We did get to go into Spicy's like we normally do. We even got to go into the Beachcomber for seafood. The boardwalk was not the same. There was not a lot of people there. So I felt very bad for our friend who runs a store down there. I felt bad for the restaurants that were there. But we had a really cute hotel called the Air
Hotel.
Hotel.
AIRE.
And if you're ever there, and I feel bad because I forgot to do a video for him, check out the Air Hotel, AIRE, and stay there. It's very cute. It's very nice. But, you know.
The fellow owns it is Egyptian,
Yeah.
and he had a little business card holder on his counter.
Yeah.
Same as the one that I have on my desk. So if
The
you ever
only
go to
thing
my
that
desk.
sucked with this trip was when we found out that Glenn's eSIM and his children's eSIM got hacked.
Oh,
His daughter had to order a phone, and somehow they made their way into the portal, and they hacked all the phones. Very
so our
important to
phone
have
numbers were
protection.
hijacked, and they were used temporarily as an international call hub.
Yeah. Well,
They said
yours
that-
was. I don't think theirs was.
Well, they said there was charges related to international calling.
Yeah. So we've had that on lockdown now for I don't even know how long, but before we go away to Ireland, the phones hopefully will be switched over to AT&T. If not all of them, at least for some of them for the most part. And then when the new phones come out, then you can switch over the other ones. That's how that works. So they give you credit for a little while when you bring your own device, but then you get the credit for signing up on my contract.
All right, so things are back to normal now, which
For
is
now.
a good thing for now. And new phones are coming out. You never know. We might change carriers. You don't know about that. We'll see.
Yeah, I think you better change carriers. It's a smart thing to do. But that's on you, not me.
So that was our exciting couple of days
Yeah.
between Thursday
Good.
and Wednesday. So we had 7 whole days. It was like being on vacation, only we were here in the United States.
Right. So we don't go away now for another 20 days. So I don't know if we're going to have a show next week or the week after. We might not. But on the last night before we get to Bon Jovi, we are going to attempt to go live from Ireland. I don't know how good it's going to go. Maybe I might be able to finagle.
There's a
a
6-hour
buzzer too.
time difference,
Oh, what?
and Bon Jovi is going to be coming on stage. It says the show starts at 5 p.m. I don't believe it, but I guess it's a possibility.
We'll see.
He's supposed to sing for 3 hours, so
Yeah.
sometime between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Ireland time,
Yeah.
which would be 11 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Here.
Eastern Time, United States, is when we're going to be seeing Bon Jovi
Right.
live.
So the night before, we'll try to which device can stream live and see if we can't bring you some of Ireland live. I think it would be pretty cool if we did our first walk around like our friends do in Japan and all these other creators. I think it'd be pretty neat to have that for an episode.
What do you mean first walk around?
Our first live walk around Ireland, where we're streaming live from Ireland while we're walking around and showing people stuff.
Well, that's 4 weeks from now. When we get there, it's 3 weeks from
I
now.
know. I just said the night before we go to see Bon Jovi, we go to try to go live.
All right.
Did
So
you
that's
miss the
not the first
memo?
time. That's not the first time we're going to be in Ireland. It's the
know
last
it's
time
not.
we're going to be in Ireland.
I said the night
Just
before we
wondering if
leave.
you know the difference between your right and your
I
left
do
Gomer
know.
pile.
I do.
Huh?
I'm not going live every day that we're in Ireland.
Was that your left or your right? Was that your right or your left?
Shut up. Listen to me. We get to Ireland on the 23rd. We're going to be streaming. We're going to be
We leave for Ireland on the 23rd.
whatever.
It's already
We're gonna-
tomorrow in Hong Kong, honey.
Shut up. We're going to have episodes every single day. But what I would like to do as a thank you to maybe all of YouTube, maybe not. Maybe just our backstage members go live the last night before we go to Bon Jovi in Ireland and give them something special.
Mamma mia, here I go again. My, how could I resist ya? Mamma mia, does it show again? My. You know that song?
All right. I've had enough. You?
Oh, the way Glenn Miller plays.
Songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. And you knew who you were then.
Girls and men were men.
Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again.
The lyrics. Didn't need no welfare state.
D.R. Old LaSalle ran great.
D.R. Old LaSalle.
Those were the days.
I can't.
All right, I
forgot
tricked
the
her.
words.
I tricked her. I picked up one of her verses along the way, and it just really, really backfired on me. She screwed it up all the way after that.
Yeah, I did.
Right?
I did.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks, for another episode of Piano Night Live at Lucia and Glenn.
And we'll see you next time. Remember to subscribe, like, comment down below. If you're watching the replay, let us know with the hashtag replay. And if you have a song you want to request for next week, don't forget to follow the instructions on how to do so.
And do us one favor and tell one of your friends that you tuned in here tonight and it was good and it was interesting and it was entertaining for you. And sometimes it's funny, sometimes it ain't. But come back and see us again. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Good night.